We are live on almost all. And now we are. Drew, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2,
Instagram's up.
everybody.
Go, TikTok's up.
Beautiful.
All right.
Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
Welcome
Facebook.
to everybody coming in. Got a great show lined up for you guys as usual. We got everybody here on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. We're all there. So at that point, welcome guys to Tight Lifestyle with Big Drew.
That's right. Titan Lifestyle is Friday. We got an event this weekend, so it's kind of a Titan weekend. Therapy of the week, Q&A.
Yes, sir. So this week, if you guys don't know, there is a blood work special for all patients or new patients or old patients, or you just want to check your blood work, males and females. There's discounts on full panels for both of you guys, and you guys can take advantage of it by calling or texting 727-389-3220. Nationwide service. So wherever you guys are at, you guys have a blood work special. And if you're an existing patient and you're on TRT with us, you got to get blood work every 6 months. So this can go in your credit, in your file. So at that point, you can at least save some dollars. You know, we want to help you guys out as much as we possibly can. So take advantage of the savings when you can.
Also, too, guys, John said every 6 months. If you feel like you want to get your blood work done before that, you can get it done every month, every 2 months, as much as you need to feel comfortable. And also, we do blood work in-house now.
Yep.
So if you're in the area, you can just come by, call the office, set it up, and we can get you done. A lot of times, people get it done that same day. So if you call and you might need to get it done, if you're in town, you never seen the office, you want to get your blood work done real quick, just give us a call, come down. We can do it in-house now.
100%. Walk-ins, appointments, whatever you guys want. Big shout out to everybody coming in. Jacqueline, he said I'm drinking from my Blue Titan cup right now.
I got my black one right
Yes,
here. We got
sir.
the black ones too with the
Yes, sir.
the chrome writing.
And don't forget, guys, Black Wednesday will be the biggest giveaway, and always is in Titan Medical Center history. So every Black Wednesday, which is coming up here next month, you guys will be able to win hopefully free blood work, free Titan gear, free immunotherapies possibly, and a lot more. So make sure you guys are sticking and staying tuned to what we got going on. Said Jordan, S Vegas, hi Titan. Titan is awesome, especially Hercules promotion. Thank you guys. Yeah, that one's the go-to for me all the time before any trainers training. And Drew's the exact same, and many more patients out there that feel the same way we do about it.
Yeah, if you guys are going to the Olympia, you guys are looking to get pumped up, and you want to be pumped up all day long, or ladies, you want to have your glutes pumped up, grab some Hercules potion. I don't even know if you'll be able to get it this quick.
Yeah.
But if you ordered before, just order it again. You can use that during the expo, during the show. You can be pumped up all day long. You're going to be taking plenty of photos. Everyone wants to have a pump.
Yep.
So if you want to take a little bit of Hercules potion before the day, be pumped up all day long.
Yep.
And actually last, so you're not going to lose your pump. So regardless of what you eat.
Yes.
So a lot of times people go to these expos and these shows, they want to be pumped up, especially the guys, they want to be pumped up. So they'll be eating Pop-Tarts and Sour Patch Kids and all this garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Makes them look good for about 5 minutes and they spill over and they're watery all day long.
It's true.
Hercules potion, you have a nice clean meal, take some Hercules, and you're good. You're vascular full all day. You're not going to have to worry about that spillover too. So real quick about some Hercules.
Drew makes a good point, man. And listen, even if you do like a 5 or 10 minute thing, you're still going to be up. So literally get down to 50 push-ups. As you possibly can. You're good to go.
One set, literally one set with Hercules potion, you feel full.
So, if you guys do sign up, so it's really easy to get Hercules potions. Since we're talking about it, all you have to do is fill out the invitation paperwork, which you can get online on our website or social media platforms. And once you fill it out, we'll get it. We'll call you. We'll set up a medical consultation with the provider. And we can get you there pretty quick because I got 4 full-time medical providers right now. So at that point, I wanted to be able to service people same day if possible, next day if possible. So you can get the consultation and get the therapies a lot quicker.
Now, real quick, is Hercules potion a peptide?
No.
Okay, so it's not. That's exactly what I wanted you to say, because a lot of times people are hearing about peptide this, peptide that. Yeah. Hercules potion isn't peptide. It's basically just aminos. You guys, it's always going to be available. You can grab it now. You can call the number 727-389-3220, and it's still available. So if you guys hear certain things in the news about this and that, you don't have to worry with Hercules. It's amino acids. It's 100%. And you're good to go. So.
Yeah, so it's it's all natural as far as that. No hormones, no stimulants, no nothing like that. So it's great for recovery, pump, boosting immune system, collagen effect, liver functions, and a lot more. So you guys definitely like Hercules, and I think that's the biggest one out there. That's not a hormone or peptide that everybody loves.
I got a feeling Hercules is going to be, especially now, Hercules is going to be the number one.
Absolutely.
If it isn't already number one, it's going to be
Absolutely.
a lot bigger and better.
And as far as peptides go, listen, peptides we've got them for about another 60 to 90 days, for sure. If we talk to the pharmacies, what they have in stock is what will be it, and I've secured most of that stock. So at that point, like, I want to make sure our patients, if there are old existing patients that have been taking these therapies like me or other people for a long time, like for years. I've been taking peptides for these 8 years. And at that point, like, you know, to have them banned, legally banned, through compounding pharmacies is definitely an issue and problem for sure, 100%. But if you guys are looking for them, we can get into them and get you guys, you know, at least a 6-month package hopefully. So you guys are good.
Also, too, when John said, you know, peptides are different than other therapies that we have. So if you guys keep hearing about peptide this, peptide that, if you're interested in one of our products, call the office, ask them, is this a peptide? What is this? Is this something that I'm going to have to be worried about availability in the future? Because, you know, not everything is equal, you know. So vitamin B12 is not a peptide. You know, Hercules Potion is not a peptide. Biotin is not a peptide. Serenity, we have a lot of stuff that's not peptide. So
ECA stack plus,
ECA, yeah,
a
lot of that stuff is not a peptide. So guys, if you're interested in girls too, if you're interested in something, call. Make sure it's because there's gonna be a list.
Yeah.
Just like the NCAA, they're gonna have a list of all the ones that you can, and it's gonna be available to everybody. All you have to do is just make sure it's not on that list and call, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
There's other options too.
Sure.
The last thing I have to say about the peptide, there's other options too. A lot of times people are like, yeah, I can't get the peptides anymore. Oh, I just go back to living a crappy lifestyle. No, there's other options. So again, when you call, say, hey, I used to take this. I heard it's not going to be available anymore. Ask the medical provider what do they suggest. There might be other things you can take as well. Things you didn't even know that Titan has. We have a lot of stuff.
I know, we do.
We talk about like 10, 12 things, but we got like a lot of things.
Yes.
So call and make sure you can find a better alternative for you if the peptides aren't available for you.
Absolutely. No question's a dumb question with us. We want to help you guys, educate you guys, make sure you guys know everything that's going on. That's why when this peptide ban came, a lot of places are quiet. Now it's starting to finally leak out, I think, where they're trying to get the word out. Which they should have did this right off the bat and made people aware so we can get a petition out quicker. There's petitions out now to reverse the peptide ban from the FDA. But at that point, we're going to see how it goes. Now, the pharmacies have told me also that, you know, the manufacturers and the distributors of these peptides have other peptides. And they're working on different molecular structures for some of these different ones. And if they can change those things, and they won't be banned until the FDA says, oh, well, that one's banned too. You know, usually when I've dealt with the FDA banning peptides or anything they ban in the last 11 years, they usually go after one thing at a time. This is just really crazy how they've attacked so many different items in one shot. And I haven't seen this ever before.
I'm not sure what's going on because at first they're banning the food. They're doing good things, like, you know, banning certain foods and candies. I'm liking the trend that I'm seeing where a lot of these countries is banning lab-grown meat. I know California has banned a lot of candy. 2027, you're not going to be able to get Skittles and all that stuff, which is good. So they're doing that in a good way, but now they're taking away stuff that helps us too. And then they're putting stuff into food that's supposed to be healthy. So basically they're just making it, you have no choice, we're making you unhealthy.
Right.
It's kind of like, so if you go to the store and buy food, that food has been touched. Your medication that's helping you, you know, we're not going to give that to you anymore. So it's kind of like, it's kind of messed
Really
up.
messed up.
You go to the farm and grow your own.
So let me ask you guys a question. All right, so here's a question from Las Vegas. What would be an alternative to AOD 9604? So if it's for weight loss, I mean, you got ECA stack. Now, don't forget, and these are two major peptides that are FDA approved and will not be banned, is semaglutide, tirzepatide, and there's another big bad boy coming over tirzepatide.
Uh-oh.
That's going to have not two functions, because semaglutide has GLP-1. Tirzepatide has GLP-1 and GIP. This new bad boy is going to have a third chemical, as far as that goes, that's going to be active, and it's supposed to be better for weight loss, better for hemoglobin A1C, and less side effects than tirzepatide.
It's getting better and better.
It's getting better and better, guys. Like even there's an oral one coming out from Pfizer too. So it's gonna get interesting. The weight loss game is changed. It's gonna change. It's gonna be awesome. You know, losing some of these peptides. You know, what I would be asking for is what can I take instead of BPC 1517?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know, the other ones like the GHRPs and stuff like that, you can always go back to Summeron, and it's not as good as CJC as far as half-life, but it will work. But as far as the healing portion, like that's the one that I'm really trying to get underneath and see what else can we do to help people feel better as far as healing or information or anything like that, because it's helped me so many times. It's helped Drew. It's helped so many other patients out there, and it just sucks that you won't be able to get this unless we go to a research or chemical site to buy this. Which I don't know why the FDA didn't attack research and chemical sites first, because they're illegally selling compounded medication, or it's a gray area. Okay. And at that point, bypassing them and going straight to legal compounding pharmacies that are doing sterility testing, they're doing the right thing, it's getting prescribed by a doctor, it's getting good, and just going to take out that. Right? And I kind of know why the insight. The insight is that Big Pharma, they're upset. And they're upset, and they told the FDA, and they've got billions of dollars, they've got lobbyists up to the name. But basically going back to the FDA and saying, listen, we have to spend millions of dollars on research, we have to spend millions of dollars for approval from you guys to bring a drug for people to use. Now you're letting these compounding pharmacies bring these drugs out, no research, no money, no approval, and there be no to utilize these things. So that's why the FDA is supposed to crack down on this. This is from Rick Collins. So Rick Collins is like one of the top guys as far as heading any steroid case, illegal peptides, research chemical sites, and the guy's an expert in the field, because that is his niche. That is all he does case-wise.
Yeah, he's the man. I saw a video. I saw him in Colombo did a video. He was breaking everything down.
Yeah.
So.
I know he did one with Mike too, so I want to be hearing soon. But like, it's definitely it's something he's in the knowledge of. So at that point, like Big Pharma is a problem. But listen, like anything else, enough people sign those petitions, enough people get the word to the FDA as patients, they will definitely do something about it.
Yeah, that's one of my topics today was about signing petitions. So one of the main things I was trying to figure out is where do people go to sign these petitions? Like there's a couple websites, but they don't really have that much going on yet. So the main thing is, guys, figure out where you can go and actually sign these petitions. Don't just talk about it. Don't just make videos and clips and rants and hashtags about it. Actually sign a petition and annoy these people so they reverse it. 100%. Annoy them. Don't just post. Posting and us talking about it right now is the thing. It's letting you know what's going on, but you want to make a change. It's kind of like voting for president or something like that. You can't just sit back and say who you want to, and you actually have to vote for it. So this petitioning is, don't just talk about it. It's good to talk about it, let it be out there, but you need to put the action and make it, because they can reverse this. I feel like if they get annoyed enough with thousands and thousands and thousands and all this other stuff, and there might be legal stuff thrown at them too, depending on what angle people look at them too, these other places.
It's definitely something that can overchange. Like, I know there's a couple different petitions for this. There's some bigger petitions out there. And I'll put it up so you guys can have that link. Because obviously I want you guys to utilize it. I'm trying to contact different places. I know pharmacies, like I said, they're going crazy and they're trying to figure out what they're going to do and pivot. But like I said, sign a petition. Kratom. So Kratom, I don't know if you guys know what Kratom is. I've never used Kratom before, so I can't speak on the benefits of it. But Kratom was banned by the FDA, I think 5 or 6 years ago. And when it got banned, there was a petition that went around. So many people signed a petition. And the dude from Bigger, Stronger, Faster created that petition. And there was 100,000 signatures in that petition. And you know what the FDA did? They reversed it. So this can be done if it's enough. If there's more power and more numbers. So the more people that sign the petition, get on the petition, and let the FDA know that this is definitely benefiting me, they're going to reverse it. If not, listen, it is what it is, and peptides will be gone, compounded. But they're everywhere else. Like even in Europe, man, they're getting prescribed left and right. It's crazy that here in the United States that we have to deal with the FDA.
Yeah, but you never know, there might be something else that comes out of this. With the whole peptides and SARMs and all this stuff, there might be something that actually something new that comes along. Well, we could just sign these petitions and reverse it for what we know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Nothing was broke, so I don't even know what they're trying to fix by doing this.
That's what I'm saying. And you guys can go look at this FDA ban, what happened, and all this on FDA.org and peptides. And it'll show you exactly what peptides are there, and which, the other crappy thing is when you do look at this, when you go to the FDA site and look at the reasoning, it's the exact same reason for like 15 to 20 items. I mean, the exact same, word for word, character for character. And it just doesn't make sense for every single one. They would do the exact same thing like that. So, you guys check it out for sure, 100%.
Also, Las Vegas one, they were asking about alternative to AOD 96. So for ECA works good too. I know a lot of times people when they're trying to decide between AOD and ECA. They're like, they go with the AOD because they don't want the caffeine or the stim.
Yeah.
We can take that caffeine out of the ECA. So if you guys are looking for an alternative to AOD, if you're worried it's not going to be available, ECA Plus works great. I mean, it's got the ephedrine, it's got real stuff that's going to help you burn the fat. And you can take the caffeine out too if you need it to take it out.
100%. Thoughts on clomiphene? Yeah, Mike. So thoughts on clomiphene? What's going on? What up, J. Crew? How you doing, brother? ECA is the best. So, and clomiphene. So clomiphene is what I use for ABAC therapy with my testosterone replacement therapy to make sure that my testicles don't shrink. I got good semen production. Everything's rocking and rolling. So clomiphene is definitely good, 100%. A lot of our patients really do benefit from it. Before we used to have HCG, and that was compounded, and now they're in commercial, and that's another thing. So Merck, who owns Pregnol, and Pregnol is one of the main commercial brands of HCG that's been around forever. I guess that's gone. So Pregnol is gone. And the company that bought the rights to this, I guess, canceled Pregnol, and they're going to create a new name, commercial name product for HCG, and it's going to be $50 more.
ACG's already up.
It's expensive.
Extremely expensive.
It's expensive. You know, for 10,000 I use $350 at least.
Yeah, that's exactly like literally. I was looking at this yesterday.
Yeah.
Like it was $348 for 10,000 IUs of HCG. That's
and think about it. You can get a full testosterone package from us if you're in state in
than
Florida for $350. It means testosterone and clomiphene and anastrozole, your syringes, shipping, medical review, everything out the door to you. So, but there's some people out there that they don't care.
And that was, I don't mean to cut you off, but the 358 or whatever it was that I looked at, that was, just the regular, that wasn't with the taxes, and that wasn't with the doctor's visit and the trip there and all that. So it ends up costing like $500.
Yeah, dude.
Between the doctor's visit, $500 for a bump.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense.
And clomiphene to the rescue.
Clomiphene to the rescue. And it's in a capsule, so you can refrigerate, you can take it where you want to go. If you're traveling, you can have it on you. For later, if you didn't eat something, maybe somebody gets upset, you can throw it in your pocket real quick, eat something, and you can take it out, take it wherever you're at. And that is the benefit of the clomiphene in the capsule. And like I said, that's what I take for my activity. A lot of other people do too.
Less estrogen too. You have to worry about estrogen. People that are sensitive to estrogen.
Yeah.
Less estrogen elevation. Less estrogen conversion with clomiphene.
For sure. 100%.
A lot of times guys, they like HCG, but they're like, oh, I take HCG, my estrogen goes through the roof.
Yeah.
But a lot of those people aren't doing HRT, they're not doing it right, they're not taking anastrozole, they're not doing all that stuff. So, because I know for me, my estrogen I'm very sensitive to estrogen. So anything I take estrogen is going to go up. It's going to go up. I'm prescribed 2 things for estrogen. So sometimes not everyone's like this. So don't say, oh yeah, everyone's different.
Right.
I was originally on anastrozole, my estrogen was still high, so then tamoxifen and anastrozole, try to even it out. But everyone's different. So estrogen is very, very important. If you guys want to have a hard look, if you want to look good, if you want to not be moody, estrogen is what's going to make you moody. Estrogen is going to make your skin smooth. It's going to make you have love handles. It's going to make you have all that.
It's true.
People don't realize they have all that because they're like, I'm trying to work out and this and that. So, if you're tearing up during a YouTube movie.
Yeah. First commercial.
You're like, wait a minute, what am I doing? No, you're like, this shit is hot.
What's up, Christian? What's up? Jake said estrogen's the last thing we need to get the blood work for sure. You do need a little bit of estrogen, right? But you don't need it on the lower end to balance, not over
What someone said, all fun and games until you're crying. What is it?
All fun and games until you're crying in a commercial.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens too. What's up, War Squad? Chrome Skull, what's going on? So let's go into the next topic. This is kind of funny. Next topic for me is, I didn't get to write my topics out, so this is actually, it's coming. But, so Victoria's Secret decides that, you know what? The Go Woke is definitely going to make us broke. So, the catchphrase to this. So Victoria's Secret, not long ago, decided that, you know what, we're going to change our image as a company. We're going to change our image from a sexualized, very beautiful woman that might be thin, to overweight women, transgender women, or men, however you want to state that, or whatever it is. So they signed, a couple of these influencers, they changed everything. So when you walked into Victoria's Secret stores, I know this because Therese shops at Victoria's Secret. So, I go to the mall, I'm like, all right, I gotta go in there, get some paint, whatever. All right, cool. So I'm there, I'm just sitting around, like, man, and this is what I've started to see in a couple department stores, where you start seeing the mannequin overweight. It's an overweight mannequin, right? So like, you know, like that's cool, right? I think that, you know, there's a lot of overweight people in the world. So for them to see a mannequin themselves, they can relate. That's fine. But what is the girl that doesn't weigh like that? How does she relate? And that was Sharice's thing. Like, I can't even relate to somebody's clothing because I see on the mannequin, it's kind of like, you know, like, and that's not how it's gonna look on me. And I don't feel like trying on all his clothes. So, you know, the whole image has changed. So obviously, this was good for a publicity thing, right? This got them, you know, some clout and all this. But what it equated to was is less sales. So they took a hit, and you know, it's not like Titan where it's a privately owned company and like I take a hit. It is what it is, right? It's a publicly traded company. So at that point, they take a hit. All the stockholders take hits, and they ain't happy with taking hits because that's their investment plan. That's their money. They don't want to take hits on the stock market, and they'll pull their money out or they sell the shares because you know what? They don't want to be along for the ride as this ship starts sinking down. So Victoria's Secret decided, said, hey, you know what? They finally came out and said, we're going to change our image back to what we were and back to our roots.
I think that's a good thing because it's going to let other companies know that like maybe that's not a good idea.
The woke thing, I think, is getting right now. It's
because I've seen a lot of mannequins.
People are starting to pop back up.
Mannequins are getting bigger and this and that. Why not just? I mean, okay, for instance, someone who goes to Big and Tall. And if you guys don't know what Big and Tall is, it's basically a store for guys. Usually a store I go to is like a men's Big and Tall.
Yeah.
They have women's ones too. Like Lane Bryant, I think, is one. But they have Big and Tall store. If a guy is 500 pounds, 6 feet tall, huge, he's not going to go into
Dillard's.
Boss.
Yeah. Oh, true. That. He's not going to go to Boss.
He's not going to go to Boss because I don't think Boss has pants that go up to 40.
Yeah.
Like, and everything is slim fit. Now, if he goes into, he's not going to go in there and cause a ruckus because, oh, they don't have anything to fit me. Go to the store that has stuff to fit you. Now, if that same guy that goes to Boss is a, 6 foot tall, 175 pound lean guy, if he goes to the Big and Tall, he's lost too. So why not just have a specific store? Even when he said something about the transgender, why not just have a specific league?
Yeah.
The transgender, whether it's high school, they're young as high school now, high school, whatever, have the same thing.
Yeah.
You have Victoria's Secret, have a Kim's Closet.
Yeah.
Where it's all the same exact cuts and everything, but just bigger. So then now these girls can go in there and, I'm wearing, they can still, post it, I'm wearing Victoria's Secret, I'm going to Victoria's, they can still, but it's just, or just have a Victoria's Secret, like don't use words like plus or XL because they might find it offensive. But just have like a Victoria's Secret's closet. Just put like something else to it. So it's like, so women can still be proud to say I'm wearing Victoria's Secret. If a woman says I'm wearing Kim's Closet, well, you're a big girl. Right. So it's like there's so many touchy things to it, but why not just have a specific store? I mean, I don't know. There's a Big and Tall store for a reason. I can't go into Boss and buy a shirt off the rack. It's just not going to work.
It's not going to work.
It's never going to work.
Never going to work for Drew.
It's never going to work. The shoulders are going to be too small. Waist too big.
Every Boss shirt you guys see me is a complex. And I'm not. Listen.
And it's a stretchy shirt. Just imagine buttons.
There's no way I can like, I'm like Drew size, right? And he's like a true double X model. And he'll wear extra large in some circumstances. But at that point, like, that shit ain't gonna work. I'm like, every time I go in there, I'm like, dude, if I get any bigger, I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to fit in this clothes. I'm telling the guy, and he's like, that's European cut. So I mean, it must be Europeans must not be that damn big. I mean, I've been over to Europe. I'm a European, I guess, by descent, Mediterranean, but. I'm like, damn, these guys must be really, really small, man.
Yeah, my legs aren't even really that big compared to, I'm a decent size, but compared, they're not even really like huge like that. And I went to go get some dress pants like a year or two ago, and I was like, remember I was telling you, I was like, I can't find any dress pants anywhere.
Unless they're custom, you know what I'm saying? It's tough.
Unless they're the old school big, Easter, the big old school with the plaits in them, pleats in them, and the big like MC Hammer pants. With the big crease that you can slice bread with down the middle. Easter pants.
And Chris had a good point. He said the woke culture did wonders for Bud Light. Look what happened.
What's that?
He said the woke culture did wonders for Bud Light.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know what happened to them.
Yeah, people were burning Bud Lights,
shooting their cans, not distributing, so you see how it goes. El Horace, YC, Drip Dior, how you doing? Toby Suits, Sam Long. Strength addicts just make good beer. That's exactly right.
What do the women think about that? Any women listening right now? What do you guys think about the whole Victoria's Secret thing?
Yeah.
You guys have been listening. What do you think about it? Me and John can say how we feel.
Yeah.
We don't know how you guys think.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about it? You think it's a good idea? You think they should have a specific store?
Yeah.
You think they should keep the big mannequins, have big and small in the same store?
I think they should.
What do you think?
They're gonna have both mannequins. That's one thing because they can show two different things, right? And that might take up more space in the store, but I don't
Have
know.
like one side of the store, but then it's like
Yeah, you're like
all the people.
segregated.
Yeah, it's kind of I don't know.
I think the separate store would be a better
Separate
idea
store
for
would be a
sure.
good idea.
I think that'd be cool. I mean, honestly, I think that, if there should be one of these big manufacturers that comes out and that's all they do. I know there's big and tall stores that's all they do.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like major designers and like do like
Yeah, like Louis
collaboration.
Vuitton and stuff like that. Yeah,
Dude,
Why not?
and that's another one. Louis Vuitton. You know how small those clothes are?
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's like, and I've seen some of the bigger stuff that might fit, like Drew or something like that. Like, I've seen basketball players, football players, and stuff. So they might have bigger sizes, but, it's just something like that where it's really small, really tight fitting. So,
Yeah, because I know a lot of the NFL, NBA guys, those 7-foot guys, they wear Louis and all that, but
Yeah.
they have it like made.
yeah, that's
It's
what
like
I'm saying.
custom made.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not going to be able to buy that. So
And-
people listening, they're like, oh, I just saw LeBron with Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron, he didn't buy that at the store.
Right.
He probably,
Louis made that shit for
Louis Vuitton probably called him and said,
For real.
tell your tailor guy to send us your measurements. We're going to send you some free Louis
Yeah.
Vuittons.
I mean, the creative director for Louis Vuitton for their clothing is for real, from the Neptunes, if you guys didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's
I
been
didn't
like
know
for the last 3 or 4
Yeah.
months, maybe longer, I guess. But he took over, and it's just so at that point, and the average person is not going to pay for something like that. Some of those shirts are like 10 grand,
Yeah.
5 grand.
Some of the bags and stuff. Shout out to my boy Antonio.
Yeah, big shout out to
I'm over
Antonio.
at Louis Vuitton. Some of the stuff he posts on that, man, I wish I could. There's no way.
I know, dude.
That
Trust
stuff's
me.
clean though. It's
Yeah.
clean. The bags and stuff, the
Yeah.
shoes, clean.
Sean Purcell, big shout out to you. You always bring great questions and bring great information, so we appreciate you being on here too as well.
What does Shauna feel about the
Sean, what do you think about the Victoria's Secrets thing? So, if you didn't, just real quick, so Victoria's Secret had the sexualized image, smaller models, very pretty and all that. That was the image that got them to their point of where they got super successful. And they changed the last couple of years from the woke culture, or more fit, maybe inclusiveness with overweight people, transgender people, and gay people, I guess, because that's what it was. They got the soccer star too, who was against males, and at that point says that transgenders are just like females and they should be able to play against women, which that is unknown, 100%. What I feel, okay, you can feel different. So what do you think about that, Sean? Let us know if you have any thoughts on that. Next topic.
Shauna's usually got good questions. Next topic. It's frightening. It is. Scammers use AI to clone people's voices. Yeah, that's getting bad. I know. I first noticed it. Didn't really notice this, but I noticed that people could do stuff with voices with all these music. Like you see, like they use like Donald Trump. They use his voice to make a rap song. It's all these different ones. It's crazy because you'll hear like the Biden one is like. It's like a hardcore rap song. Like he's talking about like women and all this crazy stuff, but it's his voice and it sounds so real. So the thing is now people are using that to clone because a lot of times people will ask for voice recognition on the phone. Like I have Verizon, but I'm not sure if certain places as soon as they hear your voice, it's basically like unlock all your information. Not only that, you could call somebody, leave them a voicemail, and say you're a family member and you need money for an emergency. So a lot of this stuff is like you have to actually see the person FaceTime to know what it is.
Yep.
It's only a matter of time before I hear my voice talking about something or your voice.
Yep.
And the thing is, I was watching a video last night where someone didn't realize how much of an effect it would have until they listened to themselves. Someone did it on themselves.
Yeah.
Like if I do John, I'm like, yeah, this whole time, it's just crazy. Like you have so much power with someone's voice. You're like, yeah, this is your grandmother. I need money for my operation.
Yeah.
Send money to this. Sorry, I'm in the hospital. Click. And the next thing you know, you do whatever. So be careful if you hear someone's voice. You got to verify and all this stuff.
Make them call you on FaceTime possibly. Do something where you can really identify them.
It's people that have like business owners and celebrities and all these people, those are the people you have to worry about because it's like, I don't know. Right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like you can't, you don't believe anything you hear, but it's like It's like you literally have to physically see the person. And not only that, now with the whole FaceTime and this and that, they can even change that.
Yeah.
They can even make my face still like someone screenshot me off this video and then use my voice and then start talking and make my lips move from all from a program, and now I'm sitting here telling you something, and you're seeing my face, you're seeing my lips move, you're hearing my voice, and I'm telling you misinformation.
Yeah. That's scary.
And that's what a lot of people, a lot of celebrities are getting caught up in certain scams and stuff like that, and they're just saying, oh, that's not
I think
me.
that's sexy for some celebrities, and they don't participate.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's not me. So the thing is now people can really do that. They can really be like, that's not me. We saw you on video saying that you did this and this, and that wasn't me.
Yeah,
Someone made that video. Oh, well, how do you prove that?
It's true.
It's an
gonna be a lot
alibi or
harder.
whatever. Like it's
It's
getting
gonna be a
bad.
lot harder. You know, so I mean, you know, AI is definitely a crazy thing, guys, and a lot of benefits with AI, but there can be a lot of detrimental things that can happen with AI. And like you was talking about even phone calls, and one of people were telling me the other day, like, you know, they work for some agencies that, you know, basically people what they're doing is they'll call up and they'll ask you some questions to get you to say certain words. Like, yes.
Yeah.
Or this is John Tsikouris, or whatever it is. Like, just stick your full name first, please. And at that point, they take that, and whenever they're doing the scan, they have those words, and when they get prompted, like on the phone, they just
Yeah. Well, last for your social.
yeah.
How many places say last for your social? They don't ask for your whole social up front. Maybe like an initial setup, but usually if it's verification, trying to check an account, all they just say is last for your social. So now they have your name, they have your address, they have your last for your social, and they have your email. So once they get all that, just like John said, they can just keep using that. They could call a bank and say they're you. You know, they could call a bank and say, I need this money transferred into this account, and you know, they already have all your info. Now they have your voice. And, I don't know. Face ID is the next thing I think people are going to start messing with. And I take a picture of your face and I hold it up to your phone and I can get in. That's pretty crazy. I'm gonna do a joke though. I'm gonna do a joke one day. I'm gonna call Sharice and say, "Hey, what's up? This is John." I'm gonna say, "Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm not gonna make it home tonight. I got a lot of work. I'll be in the office late tonight."
You trying to get me murdered?
Let's see. You know, baby was 9. What happened?
I'm gone. Like, hey, we're trying to go. I went on vacation.
All jokes.
All by himself. Like, okay.
All
sure.
jokes.
Yeah.
All jokes.
Straight Daddy said, so, you know, Olympia's coming up here in 2 weeks. We will have a huge setup for Olympia. Me, Drew, a ton of tight nets. Someone will be in bathing suits, someone will be in regular tight gear. Titans are going to be there. Michael Hearn will be there with us the whole time. Both days with Mona. And other special guests will be there too, along with that. So Strength Daddy said, who do Drew and John have winning the Olympia? Is it Hottie? Is it Derek? Is it Walker? Or someone else?
From what I've seen, just because I see Derek at the gym, he trains at my gym, I see him at least 2-3 times a week. He's looking crazy, like
He does look crazy.
almost cartoonish.
I haven't seen him.
He has the tightest waistline. Samson wasn't in that list, but I think Samson.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be between Derek, Samson. I don't really have Nick up there.
I don't have Nick up there either. I looked at his picture. It just doesn't. He's big. He's conditioned. I'm not gonna say that, but like I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Derek's small, so he's not like a tall dude. You know what I'm saying? Or he's
But
not
Derek is huge.
But man.
When I'm with him, when I take pictures,
He's got
with
3D
Derek-
muscle.
When I take pictures with Derek, he's like wider than me and a foot shorter with
Yeah.
a smaller waist. Like,
Yeah.
He looks cartoonish.
Yeah.
I would say top. I don't know about winning because it just depends who comes that day.
It does.
But I think the
does.
3 that are capable of winning would be Hottie, Derek, and Samson.
Yeah. I would put,
Andrew Jack and all those guys look great, but they just don't. They're not so massive. He's massive. He's big guy, but on stage, I just don't think he has. He's got the best shape, best conditioning. But I just don't think he has that wow factor. He doesn't have that roundness pop to him.
so
Like Samson.
you know,
does.
obviously the Olympia should be, and it hasn't been great on who wins it is going to be a great ambassador for Olympia, right?
Derek. Yeah.
So Derek would be the guy I would think that would be. He looks great, and I think he's going to be 1 or 2, hopefully. Definitely the top 3. I mean, I would put probably Derek. You know, the only bad thing about Hottie, and like we said with Big Ramy, these guys on Olympics, they're nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere. Like, nowhere. Like, You don't see Hottie Chupin having like his own podcast, or like
Yeah,
talking about things, or going on people's podcasts, talking about, man, I do this with Brooke, or have a translator, they're like, whatever, saying it, whatever it is. People want to see that. That gets people excited for the Olympia.
Yeah.
I know one of Hottie's, I'm not his excuse, but a lot of people say his excuse is because he doesn't speak the language and he's deaf. He's legally deaf, so his hearing's really off. So in terms of him talking and all, that's why his speech is a little slurred, kind of like Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
People don't know Lou Ferrigno when he was younger. He had period problems, his speech was off, he didn't really talk that much.
Yeah.
But the thing about Hottie is people don't care. We're looking at your body. You could just hire a camera guy to follow you into the gym every day and make your meals and say what, just some shots, get us interested, because Big Ramy was the same way. Big Ramy, his English was getting better and better, but he just didn't post anything. It's like, okay, you make all this money. Back in your country, you're like God. Everyone's,
Right.
So over there, everyone's seeing all, but over here, it's just kind of like people. This is the first time ever where people are like, who won the Olympia?
Right.
It's like you don't really know. Like,
No, it's not like
Derek, in terms of the way he looks, in terms of the way he acts, in terms of his reputation, the way he carries himself, the way he does interviews, the liability factor where you're not really going to have to worry if I was the guy, making a decision. You're not going to have to worry about him, getting in any illegal or something dumb. He's a family guy, got a baby on the way, he's a good wife, good this and that, and it makes perfect sense that he would win.
Yeah.
On top, after the way he looks.
Yeah.
The way he looks alone, he should win. But
Yes.
on top of that, he's like literally the perfect ambassador.
He's got the other benefits of it.
Phil Heath was similar the same way. He could interview well, he could talk well, he's clean cut, same thing.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
He's still around doing it. Think about it. Really, he's still around.
Still in the mix. Yeah.
So, and these guys, like...
Let's go, Derek. Let's go.
Yeah, strength guy said, I think Derek is more on a level of someone like Jay Cutler. That's what sport means. It absolutely does. It 100% does. I even heard talk that the Olympia was going to be moved over to like Dubai or Saudi Arabia. It's one of those other countries over there. And I'm just like, why? You're going to get all of us to travel over there? Why? That's never going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But you know what? Money talks.
See, over there, I think in terms of numbers, it might be, I don't know if we do the same numbers, but everyone over there that always wanted to come, they're going to go.
Yeah.
But why would anybody over here?
Think about how hard of a trip that would be for an average person.
Just the plane ticket alone.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And then you're out of the country. This is just like.
So the only thing you'd want to do, if you're competing in the show, you could travel because you need to get there a week early, whatever. But to go all the way over there just to watch the show.
No, so I don't think it'll ever happen. It is.
We're spoiled over here. Come to see us.
Absolutely, especially Orlando, right down the street or right down the block, I guess.
Orlando's a good area too for Olympia. If people come in that have never been to Orlando, they've always been to Vegas. Orlando's literally almost a perfect city for events like this because it's a huge convention center. There's hotels and restaurants everywhere, and it's not so spread out like Vegas where you got to spend $80 in an Uber and be in there for an hour to get a burger. Over here in Orlando, you call the Uber, it pulls up, 5 minutes, there's like a million different outlets of stuff.
Yep.
So people come in town, there's good shopping, good food, good hotels, and everything is close. It's like perfect.
It is.
And
really
good weather.
Is. It really is. It's awesome. So Orlando's going to be great, and the weather will be great too, hopefully.
Who's going to be jumping?
Who's going to be jumping?
Got a lot of people coming through to say,
we're going to do some big things. We're going to do some big things. So get ready for that, guys. On that note, you got anything else, Drew?
Hurricane Pros tomorrow. Tight Medical is the sponsor at that event. Check-ins are tonight. I'll be heading over there after this. You guys come by check-ins, get a picture. I see all the athletes over there. Athletes, if you guys need a shirt, come by the booth. Make sure you get a shirt, get a picture, you get a free shirt. All the athletes get a free shirt. So come by the booth, get a picture, get a shirt. And,
Hit the iPad.
Hit the iPad. Make sure we get your name and email.
Oh, you got
very, very important. Also, the Hurricane Pros tomorrow.
Yep.
Morning show. Typical, bodybuilding show. Morning show, break, night show. It's an Olympic qualifier for certain categories. NPC and
That's the one before Olympia.
Yeah, it's like right before the Hurricane Pro is kind of turned into the Tampa Pro. It's getting bigger and bigger every year.
It is.
And it's like a last minute qualifier before the Olympics. So
I think this is the 27th year he's done this. That's wow. Think about that.
shout out to Tim Gardner.
That's
He's been doing this for a while. All the way back. I remember Tim Gardner way back in the body tech days.
Body tech days.
Like way back when I first got into bodybuilding and stuff like that. Yeah.
Big shout out to Tim Gardner Productions. We'll see you tomorrow, brother. So that's it, guys. Get ready for Olympia. Get ready for everything that's coming for you guys. If you guys have any questions, you guys want to know about therapies, how to feel better, look better, perform better, you guys want to take advantage of the blood work special, or get peptides while you still can, call or text us at 727-389-3220 and ask the medical staff and we'll take care of you. I promise you.
That's it, guys, for the show. Make sure you guys check us out every week, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Check us out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and also the podcast. So if you guys are driving, don't watch us while you drive. Listen to us, check out the podcast. And we'll see you next week here at Titan Lifestyle. My brother from another mother. We're out.